I'm not sure if I can follow up on the great speeches in the panel that came before me, but I'm going to try. Good afternoon, everybody. It's truly an honor to be speaking here at LIBF, an event that brings together some of the most dynamic minds from our global community. As they mentioned, I'm especially proud to be here, not just as a member of this community, but also as the director of APM Capital, one of the sponsors of the forum. APM Capital is a financial brokerage company established right here in the UAE with its headquarters in Abu Dhabi at the ADGM island. We provide access to major global exchanges and markets, from equities to commodities to derivatives, and we cater to a full spectrum of clients, whether they're institutional investors, family offices, or active retail traders. Our goal is to simplify the investment journey while upholding the highest standards of transparency, technology, and trust. And with our recent expansion into the UK, we're continuing to scale that mission globally. While my move to the UAE wasn't part of the traditional plan, I relocated here from the US during the pandemic, largely because my parents were already here, and it was one of the few places in the world that felt vibrant, open, and hopeful. While most of the world seemed to be closing off, the UAE stood out as a place full of potential and opportunity, and that spirit of possibility shaped everything that followed. Starting APM Capital was both exciting and daunting. As many of you know, the financial services space can feel pretty closed off, especially if you're young and if you're a woman. It's still an industry that has relatively higher barriers to entry and lower levels of female participation. But in a strange way, because of the community here, my age became my strength. Every time I reached out for help, there was always someone willing to offer guidance, share advice, or point me in the right direction. People were genuinely invested in our success and growth, and I think that made all the difference. I think I have moments every day where I think, yes, this is exactly where I'm meant to be, because being an entrepreneur is never easy. Every day comes with new challenges and new fires to put out, as some of the people here discussed earlier. But it also brings constant learning, and I think that's what keeps me going. I think when it comes to the UAE, what sets this country apart is, again, I think it was mentioned in the panel before, is the level of diversity that we have in this country. The sheer range of professionals, expats, and industries that are based here give you access to so many different perspectives. Whether you're based in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi or anywhere else in the region, the energy generally is the same. It's a global business hub that wants to encourage innovation, ambition, and agility. We're fortunate to be based in ADGM, and I always say that besides my parents, ADGM has been our biggest supporters. Whether it's been regulatory guidance, access to resources, or simply being part of a forward-thinking ecosystem, they've played a massive role in helping our company grow. It's one of the reasons why I believe that this country's openness to entrepreneurship is not just talk. It's backed by real action, policy, and structure. And I think one of the things that I often hear, and something that I definitely want to challenge, is the perspective that me being Gen Z, our generation is impatient, that we cannot focus, or that we expect success overnight. But I think that couldn't be further from the truth, because what we really truly crave is purpose and impact. We want to move fast because we know that the world is moving fast, but that doesn't mean we're not willing to put in the work. And I think the skill that matters today the most, especially for the younger generation, is resilience. Not just bouncing back, but being resourceful, adaptable, and persistent. We've lived through what people keep calling unprecedented times, first with COVID and then with everything that followed, global instability, economic shifts, and rapid digital transformation. Our plans were paused, our priorities were changed, and that uncertainty became the norm. But through all of that, our generation has learned to adapt. We learned that there's always a way forward, and the challenge is staying committed long enough to find it. If I'm in the position to give one piece of advice to the people my age in this room, it's this. Use your community. Learn from the people around you, whether it's our friends, family, or mentors, or forums like this, like the LIBF and the broader community, is full of experience and knowledge. Do not be afraid to ask questions. You don't need to have all the answers right away. I don't think anybody does. For me, this community has definitely shaped who I am, maybe not always in the ways that I've noticed in the moment, but it was mostly shown in the values that were passed down: the entrepreneurial mindset, the instinct to build, the drive to take risks, and the persistence to find solutions. These aren't just individual traits, but they're collective strengths that have been nurtured in our community for generations. And those values, resilience, adaptability, and hard work, feel more relevant now than ever before. At APM Capital, our long-term goal is to build a transparent and easy-to-use financial services platform, but it goes beyond that. One of our core missions is to empower, not just by talking about it, but through real actions. We invest in education, internal training programs, and mentorship initiatives to ensure that mostly the women around us can thrive in finance. Our current team has a 50-50 gender ratio split, and we're very proud of that. Because we think that representation shouldn't be an afterthought, it should be part of the foundation that we're building on. Our recent expansion into the UK has been a reflection of what is possible from when you build from a country like the UAE, which is a region that truly champions young entrepreneurs. We want to grow APM Capital into a platform that is as global as it is grounded, driven by purpose, powered by people, and constantly pushing the boundaries of what finance is traditionally meant to look like. Looking ahead, I want to see more of my peers from our community stepping into leadership roles. We have one very impressive leader right in front of me. Not just family businesses, but also when it comes to startups, companies, public companies, social ventures, and policy making. I want to see us lead in sustainability, technology, education, and in the shaping the future of the business, not just responding to it. This country gives you access, but it's what we do with the access that defines our success. So I hope that each of us here, especially to the people my age, takes that to heart. Be bold, ask questions, take risks, use your community, and most importantly, be resilient. I know it was a super quick speech, but thank you to the organizers for this incredible event. And thank you to all of you for being here today. I'm really excited to see the continued growth of our community and to working together to creating more opportunities for the future. Thank you.